Woman's talking about the fact that for her 30th birthday party, she had planned for a while now a trip to Paris. She decided to cancel the trip because she's now in a relationship, and she says she feels so happy and fulfilled she doesn't need that anymore.
There's a woman video that went viral, and she said that she stopped or she canceled her birthday trip to Paris because she moved in with her boyfriend and she felt like her life has already have a meaning. So my 30th birthday canceled, my 30th birthday trip canceled because I now have a man, okay, and that's enough achievement for me. Can you, cancel your 30th birthday plan or a trip? Can you cancel a very important trip or a very important celebration that you've been planning all your years that you never get back? Mind you, she can never be 30 again, okay? Just because you feel like your man is an achievement for you at that point, can you do it? Are you that, sweet for love? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I have few reaction on that video. Let me go ahead and write some stitches for you to watch. Then we'll come back and discuss about it.
I was kind of ashamed to come on here and admit the fact that I had a huge birthday trip planned for.
She shouldn't be ashamed, but I do think she will be full of regret. In the video, the woman's talking about the fact that for her 30th birthday party, she had planned for a while now a trip to Paris. She decided to cancel the trip because she's now in a relationship, and she says she feels so happy and fulfilled she doesn't need that anymore. Look, I love as much as the next person, but one, you should be happy and fulfilled, no matter what your relationship status is. That brings me to my second point, which is relationships are supposed to add to an already great life. They are not supposed to subtract. And by subtract, they should not take away from you doing things that you had already planned for yourself. They should not take away from you accomplishing goals. They should not take away from you having friendships and hobbies outside of the relationship. It is not only fine, but it is healthy to have some separate interests, some separate hobbies, and time apart. I am married and I travel solo, as in, yes, without my husband, because both of us, although we love our time together, we also value that time apart. It gives us a chance to miss each other and all of that. So while I think it is great that she found a relationship and that she is happy, I would hate to see a situation in which she allows being in a relationship with someone now to completely isolate her from the things that she loved before.
Okay, for the girl who canceled her trip to Paris that she planned for her 30th birthday, I have some input. I am 32 and I actually did something really similar. I've been in a relationship for 12 years. For my 30th birthday, it was big. I was feeling, some small life existential crisis, and I decided to go to Paris. I went to Paris, and let me tell you, the growth that happened with traveling alone and, still having my partner here back at home and who was really supportive and is like, I want this for you. This is great. Like, he's still here. He was still, advocating for me to experience this for myself because that is something that I wanted to do. So I feel like, yeah, everything can be great at home, but 30s is such a pivotal time. And, if I didn't take that solo trip for myself back in 2023, I would have found out that I want to move to Paris now. So, and that's what we're now moving towards. So yeah, just go take the trip. Your mans will be back at home waiting for you.
The girl that canceled her 30th birthday trip to Paris because she feels so fulfilled with her boyfriend. I'm sorry, I don't mean this to be like a hating video, but I feel like I could speak to this because I too am turning 30. And I too booked a trip for my 30th birthday and I'm never gonna cancel that shit. Prince Charming could literally knock on my door right now, give me everything that I want. He could probably give me $1 million and I still would go on my trip. I scrolled so fast, like after I realized what the video was, and then I started seeing a couple other videos talking about it, so I'm like, okay, maybe let me go back to the video, and it was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Again, like, I don't want to hate, but this just speaks to me because I'm on the same level, and trust me, like, I feel just as fulfilled without a boyfriend. But when you look back on your life, when you're in your 60s, your 70s, you're gonna look back on when you turned 30, Because that's really one of the most like pivotal times of your life. Your 20s are great, but like 30 you're going to remember forever. And you're going to look back on it and you're going to be like, I should have went to Paris. And all the comments are, telling her that she should still go. She's like, no, with a heart. And then also, some of the comments are like, girl, did you never watch The Hills with Lauren Conrad? And she's like, I'm only 29, so that like wasn't on my radar. Like, we're the demographic for The Hills. Are you kidding? Never stop your life for a man. That's all I have to say.
I haven't watched the video. I've just seen a lot of commentary about it. I was going to also tell her the same thing that everyone's saying, which is you'll regret it. Don't do it. Don't, change your life for a man. But actually, go ahead if that's how you want to live your life. Me, personally, I've decentered men. Meaning, you don't do anything for male gaze, for male attention, to impress a man. And there are people who have not. Our society has conditioned us to do almost everything in our lives for men. So it actually makes a shit ton of sense that that girl is canceling her 30th birthday trip to Paris for a man. And that's fine, right? Like at this point, if I've learned anything in my 30s is people are going to choose the life that they want to live, and you really cannot convince them otherwise. So she's probably not going to hear any of the women who are making videos saying, babe, you're going to regret it. But maybe you might hear me say this, and there is another way to live your life. You do not have to do things for men.
I'm going to just say this because it needs to be said. If it's your birthday and you have plans and you make plans with your friend or friends and they decide to cancel on you on the last minute, they're not your friend. They're not your friend. Let me explain something to you. If people love you, they'll make time for you. If they don't love you, they're not making no time for you. They're making up all kinds of excuses to get out of the event or plans that you have with them because they don't really fuck with you like that. And not to mention, birthdays are only once a year. And you don't know when it's going to be your last birthday or whatever the case may be. So when you tell someone to pull up and show you love on your birthday and they go through with it for a majority of the time up until the day it comes and then they cancel on you on the last minute, they don't really fucking love you or they don't really fuck with you like that. And no, it's not petty if you cut them off. It is not. You deserve more than that. And you deserve better friends. I said what I said.
I do not mean to sound like a hater, but did you all see the video of the girl who canceled her 30th birthday trip to Paris because she moved in with her boyfriend and she feels so fulfilled that she no longer feels the need to go anymore? Now, I have never been in love, so I have no idea. And I don't mean to sound like a hater either. My friend and I just got off the phone talking about this because we were both like, why are you doing that? Me and my friend have been single for a while and we are navigating this treacherous dating pool, but we could never imagine, even when we do find our person and we fall so in love, that we would bypass a trip to Paris. And maybe I don't get it. Like, this is no hate, no foul to this creator, but they are eating her alive. And the comments, because they're like, girl, that's not it. Like, shouldn't your man support you wanting to go on the trip? Or shouldn't he want to go with you? Celebrate when you get back, celebrate before you go. Maybe I have been single so long that I am so out of touch. Part of me is like, maybe it's a blessing I've been single this long, because I couldn't imagine like kind of shrinking my life. Not saying she's shrinking her life, but shrinking my life to where it is only that man and nothing more. Stopping doing things because of the love of my life. I feel like the love of your life would tell you to go to Paris on your 30th birthday. Because when are you going to turn 30 again in Paris? Never again. We were talking on the phone like, yes, love fulfills you, but... And again, like, I completely understand wanting to be at home, being cozy, and etc. for your birthday, but to cancel a whole trip to Paris... I don't know. Maybe I am a hater. Can y'all let me know? Because it's not for me to make sense of. So many good women are lost to men or miss out on life experiences, definitely at this age. Like, go to Paris. Please, go to Paris.
If a man is comfortable with you canceling an important milestone plan, an important thing that you've been planning all your years, and is sitting down to look at you cancel it for him, he hates you. That's just it. Because I don't understand why you have to cancel and he knows that you're canceling your 30th birthday trip just because you guys are not in love or something. What does you being in love with a man has to do with you going on a trip? It's either you go together or you go alone. Don't cancel your important thing for a man. And I'll tell you why. The only reason that you don't do that is because they won't do the same thing to you. That's just it. They do not see us that way. They do not see us in the way that I now have a woman. I love this girl so much. She's always doing whatever I want her to do. I'm going to cancel whatever makes me happy and choose her only. They don't do that. They don't think that way. They don't see us that way. They don't love us that way. That they will cancel the things that makes them happy, the things that brings them joy. They'll cancel their hobby. They'll cancel. They don't do that. They don't see us in that way, that they feel like, okay, because I am with you now, I won't choose myself. Men always choose themselves. I feel like that's one thing I usually want to learn from them. They choose themselves regardless, no matter what, however, they always choose themselves. You guys, they always choose themselves. So you, because you're in a relationship, and one thing about women is we feel like once we're in a relationship, period, nothing matters. No friend matters, no hobby matters. Sometimes some women even stop working. They start being irregular at their work. If it's a personal business, they're not serious with the business anymore, especially when they're with a man that has money. When the man is giving them money, what else? What else do you need? They feel like they don't need money. They feel like they don't even need friends. They don't show up for their friends anymore, and they be like, I'm my man situation. They cancel so many things, so many plans, so many trips. They stop their life for a man. And when you start getting pregnant, you start having children, it's even worse because it's irreversible, right? These men don't do these things for us. I feel like that's enough reason for you not to do the same. Because if it was one that has a plan, has a trip plan before you guys met or before you guys got that serious, it's going to go without you. If you cannot afford to take you on that trip, it will go without you. His 30th birthday will still be a very huge thing. Imagine you being big on birthdays you love, or you've planned. Some people have planned how they want their 50th birthday to be, their 40th birthday to be. It's already a plan in their head, even before they met whoever they are with now. You already know how, when I'm 35, when I'm 25, when I'm 20, when I'm 90, you've already planned a certain age. When I'm 70, this is the kind of party I want to have. People that do birthdays, you already plan so many things you need to do. And now you are at that age that you're supposed to do whatever you planned, even if there is no, it's not like the money is not there for you to do it. The money was not the problem. It's not like health issue was the problem. The only problem you're canceling your plan is for a man. It shows how much you yourself are not the center man. You always pick men over your happiness, and you cancel anything about your life, any joyous thing in your life, just to please that man. And for a man to know that you're canceling something that will make you happy, something you've been planning for years, and he knows that you cancel it for him, and he's not saying anything, he's not trying to talk you to do it, he's not trying to make sure you get that thing done. He hates you, like that's just it. And time will tell for you to realize he hates you. What is your take on this video? Can you stop? Maybe it's just me that is not so love like that. Are you so in love, or can you be so in love with a man that you cancel all your plans? You cancel a trip to Paris for your 30th birthday just because you're now with a man, your man. Or probably your man is like, don't go, I want you to stay with me. Or they're picking a fight with you. Some of them will pick a fight with you the day you want to travel, just for you to be sad and just for you not to go. They do that a lot. Anyway, what is your take on this conversation? Let's have conversation in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.